Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again here on my lunch breaks, and I wanted to share my impressions of the latest device that just came to my hands. It is none other than, first time on Frankie Tech, the Cubot, the guys from Cubot and their Max 5. And your first look on Frankie Tech of the Cubot Max 5, there it is. And what is the one thing you immediately notice about this device is this massive 6.95 inch display. It is a beastly size display. It does have quite a nice selection of specs here, and it truly is a gaming phone at a budget price. I think it has a really nice look. Let's talk a little bit about the specs first of this phone. So talking about the size, as you can see here, there's the Cubot specs detail page at 9.2 millimeters thickness, 223 grams. There's a plastic edge to this phone, so it is very manageable in the hand. It's actually really light considering how big the display is. Now you can definitely notice, though, I'll say it in a moment, the display being 6.95 inch, the star of the show here has got to be that refresh rate, 144 hertz. So this definitely focused on gaming here in terms of its capabilities, but I will mention one thing. Yes, it is an LCD, and you can kind of tell just from the ghosting there a bit on the sides, the slightly larger bezels. We saw this kind of 144 hertz refresh rate from quite a number of Poco phones in the past. You know, Cubot is one of these lesser known Chinese OEMs, but they do some decent stuff. I think this is in line with the Infinix, but that one was an AMOLED display. I would have liked to see AMOLED on this phone, but at least you're getting that 144 hertz on this phone. And the other thing you're also getting is that Dimensity 8200 with a very clean version of Android 14 operating system on board. And I gotta say, the overall smoothness has been really good. Everything is just buttery smooth. And the performance in gaming has also been excellent. I've been playing around a little bit with PUBG. Actually, let's just roll the footage here of me playing a little bit of PUBG because I'm one-handed at the moment. But as you can see, you can definitely get a good gaming experience. It is unfortunate, though, because of the slightly larger bezels, that you don't have the most immersive experience on this phone. But I think because it's 144 hertz, for the type of person trying to buy this phone, I think it will be more than enough. And obviously, the other great thing about this phone, let's talk about it, is the storage capacities. We have 24 gigs of storage. You can extend, it's really 12 gigs, but you can extend, plus that 256 gigs of memory. You have a dual nano SIM card slot, a 5,100 milliampere battery, and there you see it's full HD plus, but it is a 6.95 inch LCD display. Now the cameras, I haven't really tested them out too much, but I think the impressions, at least of the 100 megapixel main camera, is a pretty fast shutter overall. You can see there. And let's look at the results. You're not going to be buying this phone really for the camera quality, but I think on a fairly sunny day like this, you'll still get some decent images. And you know, all in all, I think if you're comparing this with the Infinix that I reviewed previously, Cubot Max 5, I know in India these are fairly popular, but I think if you're looking at the budget, apparently this is going to be launched at around under 30,000 Indian rupees, or around 28,000. So I think for that price, you know, you're getting a lot of phone here. You do have a side-mounted fingerprint scanner. The design all feels like something I would have seen a couple years back, probably like 2 years back. But I think for the price, it is still a compelling option. And I think the main star of the show here has got to be just the display size. As you guys know, I've always been a fan of that Mate 20X, and I've never found a replacement. Even to this day, I wish this had been AMOLED. We would have had a nearly 7-inch display in AMOLED, but we have 144 hertz. But I think because of the screen ratio here, it's more manageable to hold than the Mate 20X ever was. So if you were a fan of that Mate 20X from years past, maybe this Cubot Max 5 with its gaming capabilities, with its pretty decent spec list overall, and just overall, I think the main thing being pretty manageable size and weight, not too heavy, and you know, still having that 6.95 inch display, it is definitely one to consider. And thanks once again to Cubot for sending this one out. Look forward to checking out some of your future products as well. But hit me in the comments, guys. Is this the Mate 20X replacement that you've been waiting for? I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon for future updates. Leave you now with just a nice look here at the back of this phone. It's a beautiful phone. Let's get the right lighting here. There we go. That looks pretty good. A nice phone indeed, guys. And thanks once again to you guys for your patience in getting this tech content out. I definitely have been traveling and now busy with work again, but hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, back in Hong Kong, and stay tuned. I'll have some more great tech products on the way very soon. So that's it, and this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one.